Welcome to WP EasyCart. In this video tutorial we're going to walk through how to create a Facebook and Instagram catalog. This is the third video in our series after creating a pixel. The second video was how to install the Facebook Instagram plugin. This series video is going to be how do we connect them? How do we make these products pull into Facebook and create a catalog for us to use? And then we're going to follow up with a fourth video on how to create advertisements out of those. So let's take a look here. Again, if you've been following, we have a demo store set up with just some demo products. And what we want to do is jump over to our business manager. Again, if you haven't set up a business account with Facebook, you're going to want to take a look at our first video, how to set up pixels. We talk a little bit more about how to set up a business account in Facebook, but essentially you manage everything on Instagram and Facebook through your business manager, including ads, including your analytics, including your pixels, and we're going to take a look at how to make that connection and create a catalog. So before we can create an ad, we need to be able to see our products in Facebook, and they call these catalogs. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on that catalog section, and you can see I have one catalog here with two products in it. But we want to create a new catalog, and it's going to be an e-commerce catalog. And the next section here is configuring what type of catalog you have, and you can connect e-commerce platforms, but they've really limited who can connect this section. So we're going to go ahead and do it through our feed, which is just as good. And so we're going to click on upload product info. The next says who owns it. You may have different accounts in here. I'm going to say that for just test purposes, this is a personal catalog. And then you can give it a name. I'm going to call this my test catalog. I'll create that catalog and then view it. Once you have your catalog set, you can click on products, and you'll notice that we don't have any products in here. You could manually add products, but we want to do it dynamically. And so we're going to give our catalog a data source, and that's the whole purpose of our extension, is to do that. And so I go to data sources, and I'm going to add a data source, and it says you can do it manually or you can do it through a feed. And if you have more than 50 products, a data feed is nice to have, and there's no reason not to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on use data feeds. Okay, and next thing says add products with data feeds, and you can do it where you could upload once, or you can do it through a set schedule, and Facebook will go look at your feed periodically. Now let's jump over to our store real quick in our settings, and this is where in our second video we talked about your new panel. You go to settings and third party, and after you installed the plugin you're going to see this URL, and so we're going to copy that, and you could download the CSV file and do the upload once, but we're going to set a schedule, and it says what feed do you want to what URL is it, and that's where we're going to go ahead and paste our feed URL. And we don't have these password protected or anything. They're open to the public. They're just your products. The next step is a schedule. I'm going to say every hour check these. If you don't change products very often, you might just do it daily or weekly. You don't want to put too great of a stress on your server. And then down below we give it a feed name. I'm just going to leave it with what it is here. And then it wants a default currency for our products. So I'm going to go ahead and hit upload. And it might take a second depending on how many products you have. We have 10 products in this feed. If you have 1,000 products, it certainly could take a while, so you might want to just give it some time. And you probably don't have to wait and let this happen. You can see it's already finished with my 10 products. But I'm going to go ahead and hit done. And what we should see is products now in our section, and we do. Okay, so that's all we need to do. That extension now connects, and every hour or every day it's going to go ahead and pull in new products. Now you can see some of these images are cut off. That's because Facebook really wants square images. You can see we uploaded one square image and it certainly looks better. And there's a lot of things you can do in here in terms of configuring and uploading how it does the images. If you want really good control of that, again, you can see on our store our images are not square, but if you do want good control of that, I'll jump over here and take a look at a product. Let's just open up one of these. Remember, at the bottom is your Facebook options, and this is where you can feed a square image to your product. And so I've created these square images, and so you'd have to go through and customize this to all of your products. Once you update your products, you can always come back here to your data source. You'll see that it's fetching the URL and when it was last updated, and you can always open this data source and you can grab a new one. Okay, so you could come in here, you could say upload now, and you're going to fetch your data, and so it'll go out and refetch it and refresh your data, which is certainly fine to do. You'll also notice if you click on your data source, you may start to see warnings like this, and you can see that we're missing this Google product category. Okay, and this is for 9 of the products, and that's just because we don't have this in our optional Facebook options for all of our products. So you may want to go through all your products and set up these optional components, especially this Google category, because it will throw a warning like this. The feed works fine without it, but if you like to get rid of some of those things, you can. So again, we have our products here. As you set up some of those other features within it, you'll see some of these sections show up, like gender and condition. It'll start to categorize your products based on what you put in for these Facebook options over here on your product. So it makes a really good way to sort once you get products over here into Facebook. So once we see products, we know it's connected. Okay. One thing you might want to do next is connect this to events. And in our first video, we talked about how important it is to set up that pixel tracking on Facebook, because the tracking detects who's visiting your website and what products are they looking at, and now Facebook knows what ads to present to people in their feeds. And so if we connect it to our tracking, and you'll be able to see your pixel code here, that's all you need to do. Now you're going to get a lot better data as you create ads for this. So we've got products, we've got a data source, we're connected to a Facebook pixel. The next video, our fourth video, we're going to take a look at how to create advertisements using these products. Thank you.